Hey everyone, welcome back for another installment of The Nerd is the Word. I'm your host, The Nerd, Donnie Morgan, and accompanied by Crimson Penguin Paul and the Blood Hungry Shark Darren. Oh, and also Whacky Uncle Jamie.
Special guest Uncle Jamie.
2.0.
Special guest Uncle Jamie. Oh yeah, we got all the boys here. Welcome Jamie to the party, to the nerd. Jamie, how are you doing today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Right, okay, what's the first subject?
Well, what do we got on for today? We've Red Dead 2 online, the new modes. We have Red Dead 2 fixes, promises, and changes.
Mode.
Mode, yeah, not modes.
Quote promises.
Well, I'm gonna open with it's the most boring fucking mode I've ever played in my entire life.
So
I don't care if it's Battle Royale or whatever.
We're gonna start with Red Dead.
Straight into Red Dead, I think.
We're gonna start with Red Dead.
All right, so Donnie, do you want to take it off, or Darren, do you want to take it off?
Darren, I don't know if you two have played the game mode yet.
Nope.
But it is super boring, and it's gun rush. What I don't understand is where the rush is, because you're basically, you start off like way out in the middle of nowhere with your boy, your partner, or whatever. You get on a horse is what I did. I got on a horse because there's no freaking guns anywhere until you go like maybe at least 200-300 feet in front of you or around you or whatever. And so I picked up a couple guns. I went in, I blasted 2 guys, and the only reason I killed these guys and I got MVP, by the way, is because they were like killing my partner. They were trying to kill my partner, so I just ran up on them with a semi-auto shotgun and blew them away. And then some guy was hiding under a table upstairs, and he shot me. And then, I got to watch my partner act like an idiot and not play the game right, and we lost. But it was still super boring because half the time I wasn't even doing anything. I was just sitting there waiting for somebody to show up. Mm-hmm. I'm used to on Red Dead Online games, on the game modes, at least on those, it's fast paced for the most part. I mean, even the races are fast paced comparative to the gun rush. So their new mode, kind of a miss. I'm gonna say a miss, not a hit. It's a miss.
Okay, I wanted to ask you, Donnie.
Complete miss.
I wanted to ask you, Donnie. So you were the only one out of us that played gun rush. So is there any?
I don't know if Jamie has.
Oh yeah, Jamie.
Jamie has.
Has you?
Nope, I haven't played it.
Yep.
Okay, so what I wanted to ask was, what is there any difference at all between gun rush and the normal hold your own shit that is in the online beta before with the throwing knives and bows?
It's not. It's
No,
more.
it's exactly the same, just
It's
different
exactly
weapons.
the same. Except, well, this is slower. It's slower paced for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And
because there
it's
wasn't a
battle
lot of
royale
players.
based.
It's
battle royale based.
Yeah, no, so is that with the throwing knives and the bow and arrow.
Oh, is
That's,
it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was,
That's got a circle. It decreases. That's exactly the same.
yeah, they
I
just
didn't know
never.
It's exactly the same. It's just
I never
different
get that
weapons.
far. Well, I mean, in Gun Rush, it's all there's just every gun's in it. It's you get bows and you get stuff like that still. And you get knives, but they probably don't have the arrows, the bow and arrow. Because you guys aren't really into the bow and arrow like I am on the game. Those things can kill pretty easily. I mean, you can kill a guy with one shot.
Well, that's
even
the
if it's not in the
isn't
head.
it? That's the complaint at the moment. Everything in that game can kill you easily.
Yeah.
That's why the varmint rifle is so broken.
It needs to be nerfed down to 2 to 3 headshots with the varmint rifle.
If the varmint can wipe out entire bloody lobbies in like 5 seconds, then it's just because
you can't kill a squirrel with one
weapons.
shot. You try to hit a squirrel with one of those with one shot, besides headshots, it ain't gonna do the job.
Oh yeah,
you have to kill them. You have to shoot them
it.
twice.
I've shot foxes, and it's like, oh okay, they just run off. Okay.
We've come up to a
with a
player.
human.
Yeah. Boom. No, and in fact, the fact that this was their first update, this was their first major update for Red Dead Online, and
seems kind of lazy.
This is the best that they can come out with.
Yeah,
I would
seems
say
kind of
that
lazy.
does not bode well for the future.
Yeah, me and Darren were talking
all.
about it a little bit. We were saying, I have the little updates that they mentioned on Twitter a couple days ago, and
Well, you can read it out, and then we can break it down.
okay, so do you want me to just go by point?
Yeah.
Okay, so Red Dead Online Beta status update. So basically, it starts off saying more updates are coming soon, including new races and showdown modes, new clothes, new emotes, as well as additional changes based on player feedback. And that is including daily challenges, law and bounty upgrades, parlay challenges, and proximity-based player blips. So
No, I read it on the blips.
yeah, I skimmed through it, and then Darren's like, "You need to read. You're an idiot." And I'm like, "Okay, sorry."
Yeah, because that's the most important part of the update, or the future update.
So when
That is the anti-griefing measure.
yeah, well, okay, so that's the last point in this thing. So the first one that they bring up is daily challenges, and what they said here, their updates with the daily challenges is tackle new challenges each day, covering every aspect of the game, from sharpshooting to evading the law. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's in my opinion, it all depends on the payouts. If the payouts aren't going to be worth shit, if you can just skin 2 rabbits and get the equivalent amount of money, what's the point?
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. I don't. You know.
You know what I mean? They can say all these little like changes and that, but if the money wise isn't up to par with what you can do in hunting, then what's the point?
Yeah, if you look at the big picture, then like, why would we go through the effort?
And this is it. They say, oh, you know, because it'd be fun. It's like, well, no, it's not fun if you can like grinding out all this for like pennies.
Yeah, there's a lot of players who play this game pretty competitively, and they're really they play a lot compared to an average person or whatever, and they really put their time to this game and stuff. And little things like this, like I said, the big picture, if you look at it, it's not really gonna do much.
No, and this is it. They've done stuff because of like player feedback. Who the hell was asking for daily challenges? I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone that said about daily challenges.
Did you ask for it, Donnie?
I didn't ask for anything. I mean, technically,
The main ones
yeah.
is the bounties. I've heard people saying about that. Yeah, that's fair enough. They've addressed that. The anti-griefing with the blips and stuff like that. Yeah, fair enough. But the daily challenges, I was like, who the hell asked for that?
Do you think this is part of the add more content people were complaining about? Do you think this is part of that?
All I see on the message boards and stuff like that is the poker. They want the poker, and they want and stuff like that, and that's fine. I want poker. I kind of I really want to take somebody's money. To be honest, it would be fun. I mean, it's not griefing. It's
a nice
it's a
fun
fair man's game,
Yeah.
And it's laid back. It's kind of laid back, It can be fun. You can meet people that way. It's a real good social aspect of the game. But on the other side of that coin is you got that big problem with microtransactions, which they could fix so easy with separating transactions from actual money you get only in-game earnings. You know what I mean?
They have.
Okay, so that's easy. So I don't understand. That's the thing, though, Darren. I don't understand why they haven't put it in yet. It's been one of the most requested things, and they haven't put it in. It's like, even if they have it on the back burner to put in the game, why haven't they?
Is it because they want people to keep holding on to their seats for this game?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you earlier, Paul.
That is not a good business strategy.
No, well,
it is not good because in today's it's not because that is such a short-term fix. If you're looking at long-term, you want the customers happy all the time. You don't want the customers going off for like 6 months and going, "Oh, I'll come back to it when it's fixed." You don't want that. That's not good business.
I agree.
Didn't see a thief.
It's a very, very dangerous thing. Who?
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, didn't they try
when that first came out,
strategy?
That had nothing.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
had.
right.
Oh yeah.
You're right.
It was a bare bones game.
I totally forgot about that game existed, dude.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
GTA, you
That's
can't
the
really
point.
compare
Point.
that GTA is the same exact. They're made by the same person, yes, and the same fluid mechanics are
Yeah, but I
very,
don't know
very
if you,
super
did
similar.
you play?
But-
Did you play GTA when it first came out?
No,
GTA
that's
Online?
what I'm saying. It was bare bones
I think
too.
we did. I think me and Paul did, and there was a hell of a lot more to do in that than there is in this.
Well,
Because I think
you also got to
hell
take
of a
into
lot
effect that this is $18.99 and that's the 2000 and plus. There's going to be a lot more to do in that game because there's a lot more stuff.
And I
you
think-
know,
and
more
I-
technology.
I'm sorry.
There's more cars then. Go ahead. There's planes then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't recall there ever being a GTA Online beta as well. I think it just went straight to the online a couple weeks after the game was released.
Has anything happened with like maybe the president of the company, or has any like leadership changed hands?
Yes.
Yes.
I would say
main
that is
guy,
yes.
the main guy that was in charge of online GTA and Red Dead has left. I can't remember his name.
Do you think that may have?
Okay. You know what they're trying to do?
It's had a direct response to it. Since then,
That's
a lot of people
interesting.
have said the online portion of it has gone downhill.
That's very interesting because I didn't know that.
Definitely on both of them. Yeah.
On both
I
games.
can't remember his name.
No, it's okay. It doesn't
Leslie
matter.
something or Leslie, I think his name is, or something like that. Could be wrong. But yeah, he was the driving engine for online, and he's left. And no, the end part of that statement. What do they say, Paul?
Of the daily challenges that I just read.
No.
Yeah. Sorry.
What's the last things that they say?
Okay, then the last point they said after addressing all the changes and shit, updates and stuff, the last thing that they said was, plus new weapons and clothing and lots more that we're not quite ready to announce just yet, ...
Now, see, that is a major red flag for me.
All right, so I went
why
ahead
would they not announce? Why would they not announce what they've got coming up?
Right. I say so. I went ahead and did some Nancy Druin, former Rockstar North president Leslie Benzies,
That's it.
whose credits include Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto 5, Max Payne, and Red Dead Redemption, has suffered a setback in court. I guess he was doing a $150 million lawsuit against Rockstar Take-Two Interactive. The lawsuit is saying Take-Two owes him $150 million in unpaid royalties as part of a profit sharing plan back in 2009. 2016, Benzies' attorneys issued a statement. Benzies' employers enticed him to take a sabbatical before forcing him out in 2014. Executives Sam and Dan Hauser, I guess are brothers, changed the terms of Benzies' royalties agreement to distribute Benzies' royalties to them instead. Oh, wow. Oh,
That's interesting.
Well, I guess
I don't think a lot of people know that executive change happened.
Yeah, and getting back to that point where they just said we've got lots more to come, but we're just not ready to tell you it yet. That's like, why wouldn't you tell us? Why wouldn't you get people hyped?
Yeah, that's just like
that's
all
what they
that
think is
suggests to
hype,
me
Darren.
No, all that
You don't
suggests to
you're
me
not ready.
And to a person with a moderate intelligence would suggest that they don't have a clue what they're doing.
Yeah, that's coming off as people that's coming off as like they probably don't have anything going on, but they don't want to admit it because that would look bad on their part.
Yeah, maybe stupid people would think that. Oh, there's lots more to come. It's like, well, tell us then.
Yeah,
What's the secret? Why are you keeping it? Why are you keeping it a secret?
People are already wanting to know what you guys got in store, and just saying, "Oh, we got plenty," isn't gonna keep people around much longer.
No, just like those trailers that we would get for the upcoming DLCs for any game. You know, you'll get them. Those companies always are pushing the trailers, what you could get. They'll even go on, Xbox nowadays and push it through the official clubs and shit like that.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll even push their trailers and stuff through that. They'll push them through on TV. They do TV games. They'll do through your hub. They got commercials and this, that, and the other. They're pushing their DLCs is what I'm getting at. And with this, they're not pushing shit. They're just telling you, oh, we're gonna have some stuff coming up soon. That's all I got for you.
Yeah,
I got no teaser pictures. I got no teaser videos. I got no teaser quote to make you think, oh, they must be talking about a sweet horse or a badass train or something. No, nothing whatsoever. Which means, in my eyes, they're not ready, or they just don't have anything.
Sounds like they're just
to
waiting.
give you, or they're bullshitting. They don't have anything.
They don't have anything.
They're just trying to buy their time until they somehow shit out a good idea.
Yeah.
Well, this is it. They know what the good ideas are. They've
Sad
got
thing
experience of being online with GTA. They know what makes a good idea. That doesn't really fly for me.
I haven't played the game in 2 weeks. I'm a little under level 50, and I haven't played in 2 weeks since we all got on. Since you quit, Darren, I quit, basically.
Yeah.
Well, me and Paul played last. And...
Yeah, I haven't.
Yeah,
I played
Thanks,
it.
cocksucker. I wasted $60 on a game that I don't play no more because you talked me into buying it, and now you don't play it, and neither do I.
Well, it's not that. It's just that the
Well, no,
it's just
you
the
got your
fucking.
money's worth, mate. The online portion of it was free.
yeah, that's true.
It's
What were you
just
saying, Paul?
it's just yeah. What Darren said is true. The online's free. We didn't have to get an online at all. But like
Yeah.
it's just a big part of it is the exploits and the shit that's going on in the beta that's making it really hard for people to play the beta.
By the way, I'm done calling it a beta. It's not a fucking beta. They can call it.
No,
they
it
can,
ceased to become a beta.
looks like a
when
duck, quacks like a duck.
microtransactions came in it.
Then it's a full-fledged game.
That's
Don't
true.
call it a beta. I think it's bullshit.
Is it just
Betas
kind
come
of?
out
It's
separate.
just it's an umbrella. It's basically an umbrella that they can shield behind.
Yeah.
So they can turn
Yeah,
around and
that's
say,
it.
"Oh, we haven't got a lot of content in here because it's a beta,"
We're still updating
Yeah.
stuff.
and it's like, nah.
Well, we were like that too, Darren, when we first played the game because we give them a chance. You have to give them a chance to actually,
I never
make
said
it a
that
beta.
once after the gold bars became available for buying. I never once.
No,
said
I
that.
mean
Before
like
that,
when
yeah.
the first
Yeah.
day came out. Yeah, first day online came out.
Totally.
Yeah, we
Totally,
gave it a
was.
chance. We did give it a chance. Hell, we gave it like a month and nothing.
I would say I gave it more of a chance than all of you guys.
Yeah, you put in out of all of
Yeah.
us, Darren put in a lot of time and effort into that, and
Yeah, you did put a lot of time.
'Cause-
What level are you right now? Like 80?
83 or 84.
yeah, I was level 50,
I'm almost
51.
50.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, this is it.
We
Can you
all put
imagine
in
what,
some
if
really
I'd been
good time,
playing,
to be
if I'd been
honest.
playing all these days, what level would have been now?
Oh, 100. They probably maxed out.
Yeah, way over.
You Trudy, try hard.
But
Really, it's not difficult.
well, no, because we kind of touched it on this a little bit in the last episode that like Red Dead's very like it means a lot to us, and we were excited for this game to come out. And seeing what this current state of online is right now, it's kind of like a jab to the heart for me. And it's just like it's
Yeah.
like
Mate,
I agree.
Yeah, that's why it's annoying me so much.
and it's
And
just
this is
no.
it.
yeah.
The first update that they come up with, what is it? Gun Rush. That's it. Boom.
Disappointing.
A mode that we've already got in the game.
They just added
Yeah.
weapons.
Yeah, you just
That's the
added the
only
regular
difference.
weapons. Like weapons that are in the game. Not like new
Brilliant.
weapons, but the same weapons.
Yeah, and
All right.
probably people.
So,
oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. Last
all
thoughts.
the
You
videos,
get your
all
final
the
thoughts,
videos that I've
guys.
seen, all the videos that I've seen, you say about the gun rush. What's the rush part of it? The rush part in it, and all the videos that I've seen is who can get the varmint rifle quickest.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, they have all these
That's the
guns in there,
rush.
but it's still gonna have the varmint rifle exploit that's been keeping us from playing. On top of other things that's been keeping us from playing, and it's like that doesn't really help.
And I can say that I can safely say that because virtually every video that I've watched with gun rush, they've always ended up using the varmint rifle. So it's like,
Darren hates that fucking varmint rifle. You're gonna hate this
hate
even
it.
more as we
I-
transition to this next topic. Star Trek 4 is not happening, Darren.
yes, I know.
How sad are you? I'm
Transitioning
sad.
to Star Trek 4. I got
I'm not.
yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not sad at all.
Not-
To be honest.
I really was hoping that would make at least one more. I really was. I loved the new JJ verse.
The writing, well, this is I don't know if you were keeping up with it, but the writing was on the wall quite a few months ago, mate.
Was it?
Oh, really?
This-
Was
this- yeah, this
Simon
wasn't-
Pegg
this wasn't
doing the
a
writing
shock.
on this one?
I don't know. I don't know about the writing and stuff like
Because
that.
he wrote or helped
but
co-write
yeah, the last
Beyond,
Star
yeah.
Trek Beyond. Yeah,
yeah, and it was good.
yeah.
I thought it was good.
I enjoyed all of them.
Yeah.
But the major thing was Chris Helmsworth and Chris Pine weren't returning, and I
For-
knew about that months ago.
For the fourth
Yeah.
movie.
Yeah. So this is it. It wasn't a shock. Kind of like when I saw it on YouTube the last couple of days, I was thinking, is this just recycling the news from a few months ago? And then I noticed
It
the
must have been.
timestamp, like
It must have.
no, it was timestamp was like 2 days ago, and I was like, oh, so it's officially been confirmed now.
Yeah, that was just
Wow.
talk. Now it's confirmed. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But this is I
I-
knew about that.
My hat's off to the JJ
And-
verse. That was a good trilogy. I liked it.
Yeah,
I like the
had
new
my
Star Trek
worries.
trilogy. It was really good.
I had my worries beforehand. I
Yeah.
was thinking because I was hearing all these things that were coming out. You know, Chekhov was in it and this and that, and I was like, as a hardcore Star Trek fan, I was like, what? No, you can't do that.
Yeah.
This makes no sense. This makes no sense. Chekhov wasn't in the Enterprise when it first started. What's going on? and then just magically appeared JJ Cam, an alternate universe. I was like, ooh, that's clever. So they can basically do anything. That's very clever.
Well, my hat's off to them. And moving on. You got any topics before I move on to anything else?
You've got Discovery.
Yeah.
Discovery is starting this month. You've got the Picard series coming up.
Yes, how excited are you about that?
Oh yeah, I'm excited about that.
Are these TV
20
shows?
years.
Darren's
it's based...
pants are sticking to him right now.
no, I'm not that excited. It's set 20 years after Nemesis, basically. So it's the first time since Nemesis that we're going to see the kind of like the prime timeline.
Patrick Stewart's like Betty White. He never ages. He's always looked the same.
Yeah, he looked the same when he first started. I don't know if you remember him in June. He was in
Those
June,
are fucking vampires.
Yeah, he was in a film with vampires. That's the first time I saw him in a movie. He was in it was called Life Force. Yeah, it was called Life Force. It was a complete pile of crap. But he was in that, and I was like, and he looks exactly the same. Yeah, his hair might be a bit browner, but that's about it.
All I have left is we're going to talk about Avengers Endgame. Not really a lot to talk about because Darren doesn't really like to talk about trailers and plot holes and stuff without seeing it first.
Been a lot come out, is it?
Yeah,
right. There hasn't.
I don't watch the trailers much myself because I like to go in the movies and see everything.
I do because this is kind of a stupid reason, but lately the trailers have been trying to mislead you in Marvel movies. They've been trying, like the Hulk being in the trailer and he's not in the movie.
Oh,
I mean, he is in the movie, but not like they perceive him to be. And I don't think that's part of like the fourth one that they just cut out of some stuff. I thought that they ran with some ideas to mislead you, and to that end, that's why I like them. So. I watched them a lot. I watched the trailer breakdowns. I watched that guy, Charlie. I haven't been lately because when it gets closer to the release of the movie, which I'm going to go see in the theater, so I don't really watch a lot of theories and all this stuff. I see the theories in my Google list of things to look at, and I just like pass it up because I can't look at it. It's too close to time for the movie to come out, so I can't look at it. But there are some really good theories out there of what's going on and stuff. Some of them make you laugh. Some of them just piss you off. And just like, do you even like watch the movies or read the comics? Jesus.
Is there any
Captain Marvel's coming out?
That's why I don't put much stock in the theories and that.
Yeah. Captain Marvel's going to be coming out.
Their theories.
I was going to ask if we even were going to touch on theories or anything like that, because it's just who knows what's what.
I'm not interested in.
Not in the Marvel universe. I don't want to talk about theories in the Marvel universe. If you have theories to talk about in a TV show or whatever, if we ever get to like any good TV shows,
well,
on
TV
Netflix,
shows are different. They're different because they're ongoing.
Yeah,
they're ongoing.
Endgame, it's just one event. Boom. That's it. And if it's spoiled, it's spoiled.
I read a guy put up I don't know what it was on, but it was an article over why they called it Endgame, and every Marvel comic they used Endgame as a title 16 times in Marvel comics, and in every Endgame series, some of them were like 2 or 3 books long, it'd be the end of that character's arc, you know what I mean? So really Endgame is just the end of Iron Man and Captain America's arc.
Yeah, well,
so that's all it really means. Did you see how they trolled the crap? I don't know if I talked about this last episode, but did you see how they like trolled the crap out of the name for the new movie? Like they were like, Endgame, it's as close as anybody's ever gotten to the title, you know, because that is the fucking title. You know, they could have said, oh, they got it, but then where would the hype be? You know, you wouldn't have that much hype. These guys are really good. Those are the directors of Arrested Development.
The Russo
brothers are the yeah. They did Arrested Development, and if you've ever watched Arrested Development, it's actually an intelligent show. It's intelligent comedy, what I call it. It's kind of like Archer. It's very quippy. It's very, you know, you have to be an adult and understand a lot of adult things to understand those shows. So, you know, I think that they picked really good directors, and Winter Soldier was awesome.
Oh, they lucked out. I think they lucked out, to be honest. I think it was more luck than anything.
The Russo
brothers lucked out?
I think they knew their credentials, but I don't think they expected as much success as they've garnered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Because
well, they weren't
Winter
into
Soldier,
right.
That
Was so
that
good.
was kind of like just knocked out of the park. It was like, whoa. Where did
Yeah,
this
it
come
was
from?
amazing.
These are two comedy directors. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Wow. It's just, yeah, and then Infinity War and Civil War and
On top of
Endgame,
every Marvel
so I
movie, not every Marvel movie, but on top of it, a lot of Marvel movies just getting racking up millions in dollars and shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm not saying every Marvel movie is going to be a hit, because when they start getting into the galactic stories and stuff like that, the outer galactic,
A
you
lot,
know, like
a lot of people are predicting Captain Marvel's going to be the first flop, but I don't know. I was going to
thought it
ask,
looked good.
what are your thoughts on Captain Marvel?
that's what my next topic was going to be, Mr. Darren. Captain
There you
Marvel.
go.
I liked the trailer and stuff, and I liked all the footage I've seen so far. It's eye candy for sure. Okay, no doubt. She looks hot in that outfit. She looks hot with that fucking helmet on and that mohawk, dude. That's just sexy as fuck, dude. Anyways, and blowing through spaceships,
dude.
badass.
So what do you think of it, Paulin? Are you looking forward to it?
I think it'll be great. I haven't looked into trailers on that. But what I have seen, I agree with Donnie on how it's visually appealing. It looks pretty damn cool. It's nice to see, I don't know if it matters, but it's cool to see them go a little bit back in time to like the 90s era or whatever with this.
Oh yeah, I love when they go back.
And it's just
I
cool
love
to
when movies go back to.
It's just cool to see that, and I'm excited to see, like, aren't they going to add, like, new characters and shit to this one? Like, that Jude Law character is going to be someone or something?
Yeah, that's a big one right there. Jude Law. He's gonna be, which I've seen from this other YouTuber guy, Charlie. He talks about Jude Law, and I think in the credits or the credit list, Jude Law is. They had a big thing at Marvel. Marvel put a thing up on their website where they listed the characters that are in the movie, and then as it says Jude Law plays such and such Marvel, which is the guy who gave Captain Marvel her powers, and through some of the things he said, it seems pretty near that he's going to be Marvel, but apparently they had another listing for him, a different name of a different character, and then they took it down. Usually when Marvel puts something up, they don't, make mistakes with that kind of shit. So they took it down. I can't remember the name of the character, but he's not a good guy. He's a guy.
Yeah, I thought he was evil.
So did I.
Thought Marvel was evil.
Yeah, Jude Law's
I thought
character.
Jude Law's character, he was going to be the impression I got. He was going to be like the teacher, and then something's going to happen where he can like rebels against the organization. I don't know much about Captain Marvel.
Yeah, neither do I.
The space police. The space police or whatever they are.
Well,
he's
yeah,
going to
the space
basically
police.
rebel against that. That's the impression I got. This is it. I don't know anything about the story. I could be completely wrong, but I don't know. He's British at the end of the day, and the British always play villains. So that was a spoiler. Well, he's British. He's got to be a villain. God damn it!
Didn't they say they're
Not
gonna have?
watching the movie now.
Didn't they say they were gonna have Skrulls in the Captain Marvel movie?
Yes, Skrulls are in the movie,
Yeah,
and
they're the main bad guys.
Okay.
they look badass. And I'm kind of on the fence about the way they look, but it's an adaptation
they're
of a comic
shapeshifters,
book.
aren't they? They're
Yeah,
shapeshifters.
comic books don't. Well, I mean, with the original scroll look, with like the green and the almost nutsack chin, like fucking, it's like Thanos.
Thanos.
I just want to say this: my favorite line in Infinity War, and she goes, Thanos is like, he must be the boyfriend. He goes, I like to consider myself a heightened killing long-term booty call.
And it's like, really, dude? Really? We're gonna crack jokes at a time like this? All right, Star-Lord.
We're all gonna die here, but okay.
Yeah, no.
Hey, he made Endgame happen. If it wasn't for Peter Quill, there wouldn't be an Endgame. I saw that as a meme the other day, and I was like, touche. He wasn't the bad guy, and you know what? There really was not a bad guy in that movie, because honestly, Thanos, in my eyes, was what he thought was right. He didn't think, I want to rule everything.
Isn't that like
He just
any other
wanted to fix
dictatorship?
Things. No, most dictators want to have control over everything and just make everything what is theirs.
He
But
just
he
wanted
doesn't.
balance.
He just wanted
Yeah,
balance.
balance.
Which in the comic books he didn't want balance. He wanted to win the affection of Death, Lady Death in.
Yeah, Death was an actual character.
Yeah.
A woman.
Yeah, which
Yeah, and he fell in love with
Yeah, Deadpool and Thanos don't get along because Deadpool has a thing because he can't die, so Death is really intrigued by Deadpool, and you see Death basically chasing Deadpool and Thanos chasing Death. So him and Deadpool never really got along in the comics, in Deadpool's comics, I guess.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
Well, I'm looking forward to Captain Marvel.
I am.
I don't think I'll go and watch it in the cinema, but yeah, no, it looks pretty cool.
I think it looks. Yeah.
I've got no problem with them, using a woman, because like we said last week. I mean, I've got no problem with women characters as long as they're good.
Yeah, as long as there's writing and story is good.
Yeah.
As long as the character's badass, I don't care what's between their legs.
Amen to that. All right, moving on. Netflix is.
Well, just a quick note about Aquaman. It's broke $1 billion at the box office.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Yes.
Broke $1 billion. Pretty crazy.
Netflix, you can wait.
Yeah, Netflix
I'm
will wait.
excited. I haven't seen the movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
And wait. I haven't either. I haven't seen it. But I heard it was really good. Jason Momoa, apparently he's Hawaiian. He's half Samoan, and he's actually his mom is from here in Iowa. I believe.
Really?
Nicole Kidman.
What?
Nicole Kidman.
That's his mother in the movie.
I'm like,
Oh
what?
my god. I was like, what?
Nicole
Did you
Kidman.
know
Is
that?
this
You
information?
don't know that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Nicole
Oh
Kidman's
no.
the mum
That's
of
right.
Aquaman.
Dude,
Wow.
I watched the first 2 minutes of like a shitty cam, not gonna say where, of Aquaman, and she is
It doesn't matter.
bad
It doesn't matter.
ass.
Streaming's not illegal, mate. It's only when you download
Okay.
it's illegal.
I'm not downloading.
Yeah.
I can watch it
You
whenever I
not
want.
physically have the copy. Yeah, it's not illegal.
I'm not trying to sell
That's
it.
why
not
that's
to
why the
resell.
sites haven't been taken down, mate.
Yeah, they're still shit
And
right
all
now.
these, and all these. Mine works fine.
They go back up.
Mine
Should get
works
back on
fine.
there.
They
Oh,
haven't put
Darren,
any
Solo.
updates.
I watched
Yeah,
Solo
you said
like
that was on Netflix.
it is. There's a Spanish
it's not-
version,
not for me,
and
it's
there's
not.
a there's no. You have to look it up. Did you look it up?
No.
I even searched it and couldn't find it. So what I had to do was go to, there's a menu on the. I don't know if you use your Xbox to do Netflix sometimes, but
Sometimes,
on the menu, you go over to latest. There's like the home. It has that new nice sidebar menu now. It'll say latest, and then when you go to the latest, it should be in the list of latest, and then you just add it to your list. But
Like I said, the last couple of days it's put on the Titans series, and you said it wasn't on for you.
On Netflix?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
yeah, I've
been-
watched
I've
it
been
like
watching,
4
I've been watching
times.
the
Dude.
Titans one, and
I haven't found it.
For some reason, I didn't watch the last 2 episodes. So then when I saw it on Netflix, I was like, "Oh, cool! I can watch the last 2 episodes now."
It says it's internationally released on Netflix, but I can't find it on mine. I don't know.
What on?
On Netflix. Titans. Is it
What?
just Teen?
Ti-
Is it just
Titans.
called Titans?
Yeah.
That's weird. I couldn't find it. Oh, and yeah, kudos to whoever directed and wrote and whatnot Aquaman, because congratulations on the $1 billion highest grossing DC movie.
Do you think it's cool to see
And there's
DC
still-
movie getting some love now after getting shat on by Marvel?
Yeah, because listen, I don't know what these new boys, these new fans, new fanboys that are out here that, are all about the movies and then they want to act like they're deep into comics. I'm going to tell you now, I haven't read every comic in the world. There's too many fucking comics to read, okay? They come out with them weekly. There's so many of them, okay? There's so many different arcs, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not even going to get into the comics part. The movies part, yeah, Marvel has done very well since Iron Man's from the start, Jon Favreau and all them, they made this happen, you know what I mean? This push. So Marvel's been doing really, really good. DC has not, but that's not the comics' fault. That's not the characters' fault. That's Warner Brothers and DC's fault.
You think?
That's a higher ups. Well, yeah, I know
Yeah.
because they ruined Justice League. They fucking ruined Justice League because the stupid mustache thing, which could have easily been avoided because after and they could have totally taken this from the comics. When he dies and comes back in the comics like he did in the movie, he had a fucking beard. So I don't see what the problem was for them to have a mustache on the guy. Why'd you have to digitally take $25 million of nice taxpayer money, I'm sure, or somebody's money?
Just to CGI his mustache off?
Yeah, his mustache off.
The taxpayer isn't paying for movies, is he? Bloody hell! It'd be
That's true.
outrage.
Even I know that.
The outrage.
Producers. Yeah, no,
Right.
Taxpayers' money going on.
My hard-earned money is-
Henry Cavill's moustache. Yeah, right. Yeah, good luck with that bloody administration. See,
Who said we could spend tax money on Henry Cavill's mustache?
With the moustache thing, I just thought it was kind of like a storm in a teacup, to be honest. If they hadn't come out and said that they digitally removed the moustache, nobody would have been none the wiser.
No, I noticed it right away before they said it.
You
but...
only noticed it. No. I'm sorry. You only noticed it because you were told about it.
No. I saw them.
I guarantee you.
Before. I saw the movie before.
Bullshit. Because they were coming out with that well before the movie came out, mate.
Well, I'm sorry, Darren. I'm not lying. I swear. I only saw it. I only knew about that after I saw the movie.
It must have been in your subconscious. No, because it wasn't. They were saying about that months before the actual movie came out. So you probably saw something. I guarantee you.
That has happened.
There's no way. There's no way
I'm
you
super
can look at somebody's
weak-minded.
lip and go, "Oh, there's something off with that." That doesn't work.
There
like
was
that.
it didn't look
It didn't though. It didn't.
natural.
That's bullshit. That's bullshit.
Your eyes must be bad. Or I must have bionic eyes. I have bionic eyes. Let's just say I have bionic eyes.
Yeah, because I watched it in the cinema.
I did too.
I watched it in the cinema in a massive screen, and this is it. It's like there wasn't kind of like a massive thing where it
wasn't horrible.
That it's something.
It wasn't even bad in my eyes, you know?
You
It was
look
a
how
tidbit.
much CGI is in today's movies, and you're saying that I was taken out of the movie because somebody's
Listen,
lip
Darren.
was a little bit off.
Henry Cavill is the giant poster on my wall that I kiss every day. I know what the motherfucker's lips look like.
Yeah, no, you know what his top lips look like.
Yes, I know every little curvature and cell of that motherfucker's red little plump, juicy, delicious. Never mind. Let's just move on.
It's okay, Donnie. I have a Captain America poster in my room.
Oh,
Bet
my
you
newest
do,
man
yeah.
crush is that guy from he's in a new movie. It looks badass. I gotta look it up now. When we get a second, you guys are talking so much, so I'm gonna look it up. But he was also in Wrath of the Titans. You remember Wrath of the Titans? The newer one.
Yeah,
he's
Sam
the
Worthington.
no, not him, not Sam Worthington. The foreign guy. He's at the very end. He looks at Medusa. He's the last one who gets turned to stone before it's kind of like helping them get out.
Yeah, Medusa's in the first film. Clash of the Titans.
Was it? Okay, so yeah,
that's
Clash
what
of the
that's
Titans.
what he uses to defeat
Yes,
the Kraken,
yes.
isn't it?
Clash
Medusa's
of the Titans. You're right. His name is Mads Mikkelsen.
Mads Mikkelsen. Yeah, bloody Hannibal. Yeah.
Oh, that's
He's,
Hannibal?
Yeah, he was Hannibal in the TV series. And if you haven't watched that and you like Hannibal or Silence of the Lambs, I definitely recommend that. Definitely.
He's got a new movie coming out. It's
I saw a
called...
trailer for that.
It looks good as fuck.
It's
doesn't
based
it?
in a comic.
Yeah.
What's it called again?
I can't remember what it's called.
He also played Caecilius in Doctor Strange. Mhm.
Yeah.
He's my newest man crush. Like him. He's
this
When I say man
dude.
crush, I mean like dude's a good actor. He's coming up on some really good movies. He's getting noticed a little more lately than he usually does. So if it's a nerd man crush, it's cool
Polar.
because it's just he's a badass Polar.
That's
Yes.
the name. Yeah, that's the
It
name.
looks.
Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't gone to see the trailer for this Polar movie, go look at it. It's freaking. It looks awesome.
I
It
recognize
does
this
look
guy.
awesome.
I don't remember names at
I
all,
like
but I
him.
remember faces.
I like him.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, he was
Really
He
good.
was what Ray's father in Rogue One,
Yeah.
Yes.
or not Ray's.
Ray.
Um,
No,
what,
not Ray.
what's her face?
Jin
Jin.
Erso.
Yeah,
His
my-
name's Kylan Erso.
that's how much I
Gin
care
and
about it. But
Galen Erso. Galen Erso.
Yeah, he was slightly wasted in that movie. But
Yeah, he was.
but he is a cool
it
actor.
was the Hannibal series. It was the Hannibal series that the way that he played, because you think of Hannibal, you think of Anthony Hopkins,
Yeah.
and it's like, well, there's not a lot of people, that can play Hannibal, and then you watch this and you think, oh, okay, he can do it, because I'm quite a buff on Silence of the Lambs and Hannibal.
Yeah.
I've always enjoyed all of them.
Mm-hmm.
And because I even watched the original Red Dragon before Hannibal Lecter was even Anthony Hopkins.
Oh,
Because
wow.
Anthony Hopkins wasn't the first Hannibal Lecter. It was Brian Cox. It was the first Hannibal Lecter. And
Brian
Brian
Cox.
Cox, he was in X-Men 2. He was Stryker.
Oh wow.
Oh, okay. Wow.
He's Scottish actor.
Was it Jamie?
He's also in Troy. He's been in loads of movies. He was in Red as well. Red 2. Yeah, but he was the original
Is that
Hannibal Lecter.
I love his brother?
Who?
I love. Is that her brother?
Who do you love? Who do you love, Jamie?
What do you feel about Netflix using original word the word original. You think they mislead you and misuse the word? I think they do. I don't think they understand what original means.
What do you mean?
It says something's a Netflix original. You know, like Arrested Development came back out on Netflix, and it said a Netflix original-ish, and they were the only ones I think so far that I've actually been honest with the word original in their title. Like if you find shows that have been made by TBS, FX, Fox,
Discovery.
ABC.
Discovery is prime case of that because they've got Star Trek Discovery
CBS
on
movie.
Netflix over here.
Our show.
But yeah, at the start of it comes up Netflix original. And the
it's
first time
not.
I saw that, I was like, hang on, did Netflix make this? I was like, I'm sure this is CBS or some crap like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, CBS owns the rights to Star Trek.
But I don't think Netflix made it, so that's what confused me when it said Netflix original. I was like, oh, okay, fair enough.
I'm not trying to start a boycott or anything here or start some kind of movement, but I mean, really, if you're a billion-dollar company and you use the word original, and I don't know how many times they've probably gotten complaints about this, they need to stop calling them that. Just call it a Netflix something else. I don't know what's,
Or just nothing at all. Just have it be a normal movie.
Don't call it an original.
And-
You're taking away from the people who created those shows.
Yeah, but I'm sure they don't mind if they're getting paid enough.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, they get enough money to probably look away.
And saying about Netflix, and to go back to what we were on about last week about Bird Box, have you actually seen what the monsters look like? Because they've released what they looked like.
Oh, what?
Oh, they did? What? I didn't
Yeah.
know this.
Here, I'll look it up now.
Oh my god.
Is it a
my
meme? Is this a joke?
Oh my god. No, it's not a joke. I wish it was. Mate.
So what do I search?
They
Bird
look-
Box monster?
The monsters, they look like Cabbage Patch dolls, mate.
Oh my god, I just looked it up. Wow. It looks like
That was the monsters.
that was
Cabbage
the
Patch
monsters. I mean, that's still off-putting, but I don't know.
What, enough to enough that if you saw it, you jump into a burning car and kill yourself.
Yes, oh my god, look at
How
this
is that?
fucking-
It's like-
just kidding.
It's like, yeah,
How is
fair
that
enough, if I
even-
saw like a bunch of Cabbage Patch dolls walking down the street towards me, then I'll be like, oh,
Yeah, it looks like
kill myself,
looks
man.
like a
Right, see ya.
burnt, wrinkly old Cabbage Patch
Yeah.
doll that's been that's been gummed.
I just don't get it. I don't get it.
That's what I mean. It's like,
I still don't get it. Why would they put all these prosthetics on somebody to not use them at all? You know what I mean? I didn't see
Horrible
this
movie.
character or anything in that movie at all. Well, of course, I skipped through a lot of it, remember?
no, there wasn't.
It was boring.
Yeah,
It basically was.
You didn't see the monsters at all. Ever.
It was the happening. It was just a happening, but with sight instead of with
Well, that's what
inhalation
Beth
of.
sold me on. She said it was the Quiet Place, just with sight. Where the Quiet Place is to do with hearing or something.
I haven't
I've
seen
not
The
watched
Quiet
that.
Place.
So
Yeah,
apparently
so,
it's to do with hearing. And this
It was
one's
too
to do with
quiet.
sight.
It was too quiet.
It was too quiet. My house, I can hear silence like buzzing in my ears. I can't stand that shit. So I want to talk Star Wars. I know you want to talk Star Wars, Darren. We haven't got to talk that. This is our second episode, and I believe that it's due. I just wanted to rank. I wanted you to rank first, and you're from 1 through 9 or 1 through 8. Sorry, 9 hasn't come out yet. Best to worst, or best to not so good ish.
What, including the spin-offs?
No spin-offs. Just the main
Okay,
the main
bottom.
8.
Bottom. No surprise. Which could be bottom? Last Jedi.
Last Jedi. Yeah.
After that, I would say Force Awakens. Then I would say Phantom Menace. Then, that's difficult.
This is where it gets hard.
Yeah. I'm gonna say New Hope. See, I'm torn in that because I remember what impact that had on my life when I first watched it. You know what I mean? So it deserves to be up higher. But
Yeah.
in terms of which movie would I watch in this order, and then I put Attack of the Clones, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith.
You
By
really like
far.
that Revenge of the Sith.
Bro, I watched it. It was on TV the other day, actually.
Dude,
And
episode 3 is fucking awesome.
To me, it's a masterpiece. People
Yeah,
slag
it
it off.
is.
They just do not understand the nuances of it.
Yeah.
And it's just,
I agree.
you watch it, and you're like, the way that he was manipulated was ingenious.
Yes.
And
It
you-
put the
because
events to
you-
everything else that happened.
Well, you watch it at the start and you say, right, how can this Anakin go from what he is at the start of the movie up at episode 3 to Darth Vader? How is that going to happen? in such a short space of time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you know, obviously not in in the movie running time.
Yeah.
And
Right, but the
way that he was manipulated by him, it was just like genius, absolute
Mhm.
And
genius. And then you
the
could see the
yeah.
torment on him as well. He was conflicted so much all the way through that.
I
And it's
think
like,
that-
and then people that say, "Oh, Hayden Christensen, he was so wooden," and that it's like, no, that performance there, he shone out.
Yeah, I
Because,
agree.
You know what I mean? The way that he portrayed that he was in turmoil constantly, and he didn't know where to turn. He didn't know where to turn to the Jedi, to Palpatine. He didn't know who the hell to turn to.
Yeah.
he was
Apart
lost.
from Padme. Apart from
Yeah.
Padme.
And then when she was gone,
He didn't know what else to do.
He thought
His love
she
was
turned
gone.
Hit on him.
Yeah.
So he was completely, and this is it. You've got to put yourself in his shoes. It's like, how the hell would you feel?
Yeah.
And so you look at it from that perspective, and you think, well, the guy had no choice. You know what I mean? He had to be Darth Vader because he was manipulated so much.
By both
And
sides.
I wouldn't say
can't say-
the Jedi. I wouldn't say the Jedi.
They
They had a
demanipulated
bigger
him.
picture.
They
No, they had the bigger
They-
picture, and they knew how close he was to Palpatine, so they didn't know how much to trust him.
Yeah.
And because Windu even said that during the film, he said, "If this news is correct, then you will have my trust." They didn't trust him because they knew that something was off with Palpatine.
Yeah, they could feel
We
it.
heard Luke say in Return of the Jedi, he said even at the height of the Jedi Council's power, they still couldn't stop Palpatine from creating an empire and taking over the entire galaxy. You know, that's probably one of the better lines he says in that movie, but it's
And
true.
a lot of people say it's like, oh well, how would the Jedi wiped out so easily during Order 66? You know, they're supposed to be Jedi, and it's like, well, again, you've got to put yourself in their shoes. It's like you've got a bunch
Yeah.
of short soldiers protecting your back, then all of a sudden in a split second they turn on you. How can you deal
Without
with
question.
Yeah, all of a sudden you're
these
thrown
are
under
couple
the
of
under the
people
bus.
that I
side by
spent lots
side,
of
the
time
next
with.
they're shooting you in the back, and
Mhm.
it's like, how can you defend against that?
Caught so off guard, and it's just like out of nowhere. And knowing that like everyone else, all your other friends, they're getting murdered, and everything else is just totally fucking upside down.
Yeah, because you saw the point where all this was happening, and then it cut to Yoda.
Yeah.
And he was like almost collapsing with it.
And
then
you
you
could
know,
feel
the
it,
two
dude.
troopers came up behind him. He was like, yeah, nah, and then they cut their heads off. I was like, yeah, that's Yoda, badass. But nah, this is it. For me, I know that Star Wars is designed for children, and I get that because I was a child when I first watched it. But for me, Episode 3 is the most adult out of all of them, even Empire Strikes Back. You're on about Star Wars and that. Well, what's your favourites then?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Going back to what you said, Donnie, what from best to worst Star Wars movies? What are your?
I'm sorry. I would like
Worst
to
to
say that worst to best. Well,
Best to
I'm
worst.
almost in agreement with Darren, except for I don't have the Phantom Menace so low. I thought it was really good. I
Yeah,
thought
so did I, but I think there was
the
other
fight
ones
scenes are
above
really
that
good.
what I'd rather watch. Oh yeah, no,
I think-
for me the lightsaber duel between Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi for me is still the best lightsaber fight ever.
Yeah.
Well,
By
the lightsaber
far.
fight between him, Qui-Gon, and Obi-Wan.
Yeah, that's what I'm on about. That
Okay.
whole.
Well,
but
yeah.
the end bit where
Yeah.
he and Darth Maul are facing off together, that was like, whoa.
Yeah, that was-
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
okay, that's
Yeah.
what a Jedi fights like.
And you really, I think the prequels, the episodes 1 through 3 are honestly my favorite 3, and I'd put number 1 as Revenge of the Sith. Like you, I like that movie. I like the way that Anakin was turned, and I liked the way that the lightsaber duel at the end was sick.
Yeah.
Between those two, it was
I'll
probably
have
the most intense.
I've got a confession about that. When I
What?
watched that in the video and cinema, that lightsaber fight, I was like, "What the hell is going on here?" It was so fast.
Yes,
It's just
so
a blur.
fast.
And I was like, "What the hell is going on?" It annoyed me, to be honest.
Oh, really?
And I haven't watched it.
That's not a
Yeah, because I was like, well,
thought you were gonna
watching it, I was
keep
just
talking
like, "What
about
is
it.
going on. I just couldn't tell what the action was. But having watched it a few times and watched kind of like the little nuances that they had, the little things that they were doing, and you're like, oh, okay. But you have to watch it a few times.
Two Jedis at the height of their height of their Jedi abilities. You know, really, two masters fighting each other. It's just sick, dude. I mean, it's just fucking sick. So yeah, so I put that one at number 1. Number 2 would be the Phantom Menace. I thought it was that good. It was one of my more favorite. I love Darth Maul. I can't believe I got to see him in Solo with metal legs and a different lightsaber. You know, it had this weird wing thing on it. Anyways, so 3 would be the Clone Wars. Or actually, no, I lied. 3 would be Return of the Jedi. 4 would be Empire. These are all going to worst. I'd have to say The Force Awakens, I liked it a lot. I thought it was really good. I just didn't. The only thing
the
that
Last Jedi came along and detracted from it completely.
The Force Awakens would have been higher in my list if it wasn't for one thing. There was only one lightsaber duel.
No,
and it was shit.
Force Awakens would have been much higher if it wasn't for The Last Jedi.
Oh, really?
The Last Jedi completely ruined The Force Awakens for me. It was like there was no point. There was absolutely no point to The Force Awakens after The Last Jedi because there was no structure between the two. And from the rumors that I've heard that, you know, he wrote The Last Jedi before Force Awakens even came out. That wouldn't surprise me because you watch it and it's like two different movies, not of the not of the same trilogy.
I was trying to tell somebody and explain. I think it was my sister. I was trying to explain what canon meant. You know, if something's canon or if it's not. And I said it's like a religious book. Okay, if somebody's really into something, comics or stories or fantasy or whatever, and if as a whole they say it's canon and it's put in there and it makes sense, then it's put in there and it's basically set in stone. It won't never change. I said, but you know what's canon and what's not anymore.
It did though.
Yeah,
it
did. Yeah,
they changed the canon. They changed the canon to suit their own needs.
Yeah, that's what
which was slightly annoying.
Disney did. Yeah, and I didn't really like it either. And then when they put that like save the animal shit in there, that was a waste. That was just like Rogue One. It was a waste of movie space. You know what I mean? Like we don't need to know all those stupid things so you can just put in a PETA ad. You know what I mean? I don't need the movie. The movies is where I go to get away from the real world. You know what I mean? So don't put real world problems in my fucking movies. I didn't go to see Die Hard or whatever. You know, to see boycotts of construction workers that didn't want to finish the building or something, you know, because they didn't get fair labor laws, you know, or you know the union isn't working properly or some stupid shit like that. You know that doesn't happen when you put like animals and what was it in Rogue One or Solo? It was the free yourselves, brothers and sisters, robots, and you know you don't be oppressed by the human or whatever.
That droid annoyed the shit out of me, to be honest.
Oh, and then Solo. I didn't realize in Solo when she's like talking to Akira about Han and how she has that mark on her, and she's like, "How would that even work?" And she goes, "Oh,
it works.
It does." Yeah. It's like what?
With no explanation.
It's like what? Oh, no, this is it. The explanation was due to your imagination, and it was quite bad.
Oh, wonderful.
Like, so Lando's having sex with a toaster. Cool.
Yeah. This is supposed to be children's movies, so. When they do get the children's movies part right, they don't get the adult part of the children's movie right. But when they want to try to make an adult movie, they want to try to make it for children. I just don't fucking get it, you know? You guys are so mixed up over there at Lucas or Disney or wherever.
It's Lucas because you can't blame Disney.
They get their heads out of
you can't blame Disney because look what they're doing with Marvel.
Yeah. Lucas needs to get their heads out of their asses before they ruin the franchise.
Oh, they've ruined it.
They've ruined
it, mate.
They ruined Indiana Jones.
They've done that already. Did you know there's an Indiana Jones 5 coming out?
Yeah, I heard that there's a new one coming out. How's that gonna work?
It's gonna be the guy from Solo, I bet you.
Oh my god.
Oh shit. You know how funny that'd be?
Harrison Ford would flip the lid, man.
Yeah, he's like, I'm being replaced.
I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a prequel. I hope it's not.
No.
They've already done that. They've already done the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
But that was a TV series. Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still part of the canon.
I never watched. I was going to watch that, but I didn't. Did you watch it?
Yeah, it's still part of the canon. I watched a few episodes. I didn't watch all of them. They mentioned stuff that was in the TV show in the movies.
Oh, okay.
I watched Raiders of the Lost Ark a couple of weeks
ago. It's on
ago,
Netflix. All of them are on Netflix right now.
It's not aged well. It's not aged well at all.
No. I
There's
watched.
a lot of it. There's a lot of it, and I'm like, why would he do that? Or why would this person do that? I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But that's me analysing it with an adult mind. You know what I mean? Movies like that don't work when you analyse them with an adult mind. Just enjoy them as a child.
All right. Any before we get off of here, before we hit the old stop-a-rooney, you guys got any last thoughts? Last will and testimony?
What is Star Trek?
And on that note, we will end The Nerd is the Word for episode 2.
Well, that's going to be the episode of Nerd is the Word podcast. Thank you guys so much for coming out. We really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy your time here, let us know with a thumbs up down below. It's very good feedback for us. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to catch more episodes like this in the future. And if you agreed or disagreed about the topics we discussed today, please let us know in the comments down below. Let's have a discussion. Let's hear your guys' thoughts. My name is Crimson Penguin. I'm joined here with Shark Primix and the nerd himself, with special guest Whacky Uncle Jamie for your guys' favorite YouTube show, Nerd is the Word podcast. Thank you guys so much. See you guys next time.
This is The Nerd is the Word. Aw, yeah. We're sipping on gin and juice, smoking blunts, and smacking that fat ass on comic books.
Oh my god.